welcome, welcome my fine London friends. Yes, welcome to Swinging London. Visitors for live events went to Stonehenge with no effect. All pedestrians or motorists, all peoples from off planet, tourists, twigs, friends with benefits. The reluctant capitalist visits. I was in the guise of a social engineer. I went straight to the hospital for rhetorical diseases. Everything is everywhere, but only manifests at a particular point. I went straight to the hospital for rhetorical diseases. This on advice from Mark Twain, The Hobbit Prophecy. I was in the guise of a social engineer. The site was chosen for 3 reasons. Call them efficacy, planetary angles, maximum transparency. I was in the guise of a social engineer. In Shepherd's Bush, the capital circus news of the official was all contortion. Cyclical, sexual, superficial, blown up out of all proportion. I went straight to the hospital for rhetorical diseases.
What the bloody hell do you think you're doing? You can't just touch anyone like that! Get your fucking hands off me! You cunt! I know my rights!
Couldn't find the bloody building. Hid behind a firewall of deceiving minds. Still. I couldn't find the bloody building. Hid behind a firewall of deceiving minds. Hid behind a firewall of deceiving minds. Still, I managed to get a contact with the registrar, who used my micro-credentials to gain access to the spaceport in Sector 3. Everything is everywhere, but only manifests at a particular point. They speak with such authority, think there's something of substance, but it leaks and feels like it's empty, sinking on shifting sands. It's mafia fear, control freaks who cannot leave their career needs. Are stuck on front, on sunken London. Get a cab from Tottenham just to push the button.
Well, come on, then, you want so-and-so.
By delaying as they did, they allowed every individual with the potential for subversion, self-determination, heroism, anti-feeling and so on, to expose himself or herself, and were thus enabled to arrest, destroy, isolate and make harmless the possible opposition. For that generation at least.
Of course the cameras are off. They're never on. Except for what they're planning.
In Soho, I was offered kinky meth sex blow positron as alcohol flowed through the bodies. In Soho, I was offered kinky meth sex blow positron as alcohol flowed through the bodies, in the drains, orifices of all pain known.
Who did she know? They know I'm looking on whistle. You wouldn't see them no more, not till they come back. Drinks of beer on the field, all round the bend they used to go. Drinking and drinking, yeah.
Welcome, welcome, there's room at the back for badly trained actors, or absorbers on amphetamines, or attackers that attract the financial backers on beta blockers. They're crackers on Zopiderm and Xanax. In black and white face. Alcohol from Zopiderm funding heroin for what's tin diazepam still crack. While under the floorboards are morsels of more abortions brought before the law courts of the centuries of torture. They carry such weights of bone and horn and meat and hair, and
mental health section in Screams because of the wealth on reflection of the selfish escape from the dreams.
Everything is everywhere, but only manifests at particular points.
Emergency perverts of personal services skim the Piccadilly Circus's surface. Energy fields revealed of the way the enemy feels. Empty unless it has killed. While the central focus of furtive locust owners and cursed workers are broken hole open, making money bending banking Satan's gold. A dream of London's history of blood soaking on the Bank of England's Mithras hole. Yes, my fine London friends.
By delaying as they did, they allowed every individual with the potential for subversion, self-determination, heroism, anti-feelings and so on to expose himself or herself, and were thus enabled to arrest, destroy, isolate and make harmless the possible opposition, for that generation at least.
It's like trying to hold on to air or water. It just keeps disappearing into more and more dead ends and shortcuts.
Yes, my fine London friends. It's all going on. Sexual control, possession on the weak by the strong. Life and death in these ends, all mirrors of reflection. Signs and their electrical signals. It's all visuals and insect inspection. It's all image and self-projection. Oh, but if you catch yourself in blind light or from the wrong angle, you'll have to fight to untangle the time from the cash, while the eye of God observes in cold the flaws, and the eye of the devil, stoking, probing lust, passion, excitement, action, entertainment, bio-wars.
Clapping friends only left for betrayals at the end. Psychic sex women hanging on to their men.
There's another nightmare's ahead of us, I can tell that. Now, you see this one, how many choose it? This one was a scam. I mean, that is it.
I spent the night in the bars of the town and suburbs. Everywhere unrest. Even a sense of impending upheaval. Hard to determine whether this was mainly because of worsening conditions on the planet or because of the efforts of Hetna, who interestingly was back in position on the Earthborg Council.
Give me the London IPN number. There has to be a record somewhere.
In the city, rich ghetto getters on computers and barbers grift the crypto targets and nanotech G velo sushi parties.
In the city, rich ghetto getters on computers and barbers with the crypto targets, nanotech G, below sushi parties.
Do yourselves well here. I like all that princess.
Behind barbed wire, the shark killers, babysitters for British liars, fidget in brittle glitter, and litter the city with bits of little big plastic and metal energy 6-circuit chips. Collapsing sweet wrappers of yesterday's collateral, held in a dream-like spell of concrete and metal, hard cell centres with empty shells, scoured by crass sociopaths who can't contain their pain, devouring like locusts those they think are to blame. I'm just a dumb blonde, the witness of London's.
The Mile End Road slows for snail single file solo. The gyratory follows. The bypass takes the overflow of the subclass Coronos. Masked men who patrol all control with the horror of Volos.
I'm on the public highway, what are you going to do about it? I'm on the public highway. The exits from London, gates, barriers, locks, fly train, motorbike rail, all fucked up. Then, long gone. All fucked up. Then, long gone. Under a
the concrete lies something obscene to be believed. The hold of the old demonic police who need blood for gold for the Queen. Ceto knows the needs. Pluto hollers and Norcus slew the disease.
Under the concrete lies something obscene to be believed. The hold of the old, the demonic police who need blood for gold for the Queen.
April Casburn contacts the News of the World and offered to provide them with information. During today's brief hearing, the officer spoke only to give her name, address and date of birth.
The reality is dense matter here. No space for a human being to breathe. Pushing closer and closer in.
I'm trying to tell you, my God.
No space for a human being to breathe. Pushing closer and closer in. Further restricting my living being. I saw the last light disappearing from the reactor. Under the core I found what I was after. At last, the fucking blaster torn off the bastard.
The hold of the old, demonic police.
Ah, at last, you bastard. Got you cornered. No more of your witchcraft. Negative forces. Get out of the dark. Let's shine some light on this morbid abortion.
They've got their children's children and their grandchildren, and they still recognise it, still know it. We are respecting here.
It's all magnetics and electrics.
You've got about 2 minutes to get out of here.
Between the earth and the sky, crackling energy sparks. As this reality dissipates, so the fears disappear, so the ape of the slave breaks his chains, the connection to gravity. Too late for this dimension. Spirit sees the whole thing fragment, God willing into the firmament. Just time for Thanksgiving. Your disobedient servant.
Photonic light shifts the pineal through the plutonian. The tears in the cracks appear out of the black to the unreal. The dream cracks open. So the fears disappear, so the ape of the slave breaks his chains, the connection to gravity.
Photonic light shifts the pineal through the plutonian to the unreal. The tears in the cracks appear out of the black. The dream cracks open. Threads of silk light shone through the dark pores of physical eternity. Too much for my poor eyes. Wow, the solar density.
Well, I'm not surprised. I had a shriek when I arrived.
Spirit sees the whole thing fragment, God willing, into the firmament.
The tears in the cracks appear out of the black to the unreal. The dream cracks open.
Too late for this dimension.
No room left here now.
Just time for Thanksgiving. Your disobedient servant.
Swinging fucking London. Yeah, fucking swinging. From a gallows. I'm done.
The exit from London.
No room left here now. No need for any further commentary. So I'll end this report 1156 with the words of the warlord Cedric. It's all magnetics and electrics. Anything else is just a light trick.
I'm just the dumb blonde. The witness of London's 66 hit list morons. I'm just the dumb blonde. I'm just the dumb blonde.
It's all magnetics and electrics. Everything else is just a light trick.
Welcome to Swinging London.
I'm just the dumb blonde.
Welcome, my fine London friends. Welcome.